Hello Kids Box 5. Okay, today we need our notebooks, okay, or a piece of paper. I'm going to spell a word and you're going to write it down, and then at the end you can say the word. So are you ready? I'll spell the word out. O-P-T-I-C-A-L. Okay, leave a space. The next word. I-L-L-U-S-I-O-N. What's the word? The word is optical illusion. Okay, and we're looking at optical illusions today. Okay, it's where optical is about the eyes. So it's kind of eye tricks, things that trick our eyes. Okay, so I've brought in a picture today. I've got a picture. Okay, if you look carefully, if I move the picture, the animals, the deer, look like they're moving. Can you see that? Okay, do you like this picture? Why? Do you not like the picture? Why? Okay, so just try and think of some sentences to explain your answer. Okay, now we're on Pupils Book, page 60. Pupils Book, page 60. Okay, and it's an art lesson. Art, optical illusions, so eye tricks. Let's read the fact together. Our eyes and brain can't always understand everything. Okay, so our eyes and brain don't always understand each other. How many legs has this elephant got? Okay, so have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the legs keep moving? It's so interesting. It's hard to count because we can see different legs and it tricks our eyes. Okay, so that's really good. So how many legs does an elephant have? Does it have 6 legs? There is no way, is there? But in this optical illusion, it looks like it's got 6 legs. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, now let's look and read and answer the questions. When we look at something, light travels from the object to our eye. The eye sends messages to the brain, and the brain tries to understand the message. Because the brain can't understand everything, it tries to make it simpler or easier for us to understand. Some artists play games with this and create paintings and pictures which use optical illusions. An optical illusion makes us believe we can see one thing when really we see something else. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just look at 3 paintings. Okay, so just look at these pictures, look at these paintings and tell me which one you prefer and why. Okay, so just take a moment to look at the pictures and tell me which one you prefer and why. Let's have a look at these 3 pictures and let's read about them. Okay, Donald Rust painted this picture. It is called bison. Bison are big animals, similar to cows. We can see that there are some bison in a field. But when we study the picture more carefully, we can find some more. So how many bison are there and where are they? Okay, so we can see the bison in the field. Okay, I'm just going to give you a moment just to count how many bison you can see. So, did you count the bison? How many are there? Okay, let's have a look. There are 6 in the field. And can you see the dark shadow? That's a bison, so that's 7. Can you see the shadow of a bison in the water? That's 8. And can you see the bison on top of the mountain? It's like a shadow, or it's on top of the mountain. That's 9. So did you get the answer 9? That there are 9 bison? Okay, and we've said where they are. Okay, next one. This painting is by Salvador Dali and is called Mae West. At first sight, it looks like a woman's face. But if we look more closely, her face looks like a room with a red wall and a floor which is made of wood. Her hair looks like curtains. Okay, so it's actually Mae West was an actress in the 1920s, 1930s era. Okay, and her face is actually a room. Okay, so that's an interesting way of presenting art, isn't it? So what do her eyes, nose and mouth look like? So just take a moment to think about that. What do her eyes, nose and mouth look like? So her eyes look like 2 paintings. Her nose looks like a fireplace. Her lips, they look like a couch or a sofa. Now let's have a look at the last painting. The painting on the right is called The Human Condition. It was painted by René Magritte. Look at it very carefully. When we look at it, the first time, we think we are looking out of a window. But when we look at it more carefully, we can see that there is a painting in front of the window. What can you see in the painting? So it's such an interesting painting because if you look, there's a clip, like a bulldog clip, called a clip at the top of the paper. And can you see the 3 legs? They're the easel, aren't they, to carry the painting? And it's just fascinating. So what can you see in the painting? Well, we can see a tree, we can see grass, a forest, flowers. It's a really pretty painting. Okay, so now let's go down to the box at the bottom of the page. So read again and choose a title. So is it face painting? Seeing is believing, or the last one, looking out of a window? Give you a moment just to think about that. Okay, it's B. Seeing is believing. Okay, now we're on activity book, page 60. Activity book, page 60. Okay, we're looking at optical illusions again. And it's not just pictures, as we can see in the first activity. It says, read the text. What does it say? And then you've got to write it correctly. So can you read the sentence and then write it out? But be careful with your spellings. Make sure you don't make any spelling mistakes. Okay, so that's the first activity. Let's have a look at activity 2. Okay, we've got pictures, and next to the pictures are the letters A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so what we have to do is answer the questions, the 6 questions to the right of the pictures. Okay, and the next one is a chance to make your own optical illusion. Okay, so activity 3 is making your own optical illusion. So it says, colour the squares black and white in sequence. Okay, but don't colour the grey lines, because the grey lines will help it to become an optical illusion. And then once you've finished, tell me what you can see. What can you see? Okay. I'm sure you've seen lots of optical illusions. So can you tell me about your favourite optical illusions? And if you have any optical illusions, you can even take a photograph of them and send them into the English Institute. Okay, so I'm going to say the same again. Take a photograph of activity book page 60 and send it in to us at the English Institute. Okay, and if you've got examples of optical illusions, send those in too. So optical illusions are really fascinating. They're really, really interesting. Okay, so maybe you'd like to spend some time trying to find some more optical illusions, or even trying to make up an optical illusion yourself. Okay, that's enough for today. Well done. Goodbye.